Welcome to the channel. If you enjoy our videos, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment to support the work we're doing. Your engagement helps us reach more viewers and share the truth from the front lines. Russian infantryman attempts to move using 2 sticks, possibly injured, but is swiftly targeted by a Ukrainian drone. A drone chases down a Russian soldier sprinting toward cover, showcasing how drones deny the enemy any safe space. Initially, the drone doesn't detonate on impact. Thinking he's lucky, the soldier picks it up. But a delayed detonation follows, causing a powerful reaction. Ukrainian defenders used drone-dropped munitions to strike Russian troops hiding in bushes, blending into the greenery. The K2 brigade hits entrenched Russian forces hiding in trenches after failed assaults. Precise hits leave little room for escape. One of the last sights for a Russian soldier. An FPV drone closing in fast. The result is decisive. In open fields, a Russian troop moving toward their position is hit with precision. A vehicle abandoned by Russian forces is found and targeted for destruction. A head-on drone strike hits a Russian jeep, transporting infantry to the eastern front line. A communication antenna hidden in a tree is located and destroyed, cutting off enemy coordination tools. Russian soldier on a motorbike attempts to evade a drone by jumping off, but it's too late. Sometimes, Russian forces abandon even their tanks. Though heavily armored, Ukrainian drone pilots from Redron identify weak spots and manage to disable them. Another tank is eliminated using the same precise method. Targeted hits to vulnerable areas make it irrecoverable. Carefully camouflaged piece of Russian equipment is destroyed in a precise drone strike deep in the forest. A Russian soldier rests on a bike until an FPV drone ends the moment. A nighttime ambush. Russian troops scramble from their vehicle as they hear the buzzing drone approach, but there's nowhere to hide. K2 brigade uses drone-dropped explosives to eliminate Russian positions inside abandoned civilian homes. A drone flies directly through a window, destroying an enemy position within a residential building, rendering it unusable. And drones, equipped with munitions, continue clearing out fortified enemy locations, reminding everyone that each invader is being watched and each drone has a purpose. A Russian supply truck delivering ammunition to the front is easily targeted due to its size and movement. A head-on collision. Ukrainian drone meets a Russian Ural truck. The impact disables the driver instantly. A Russian vehicle attempts to flee through residential zones, but a drone follows, closes in, and disables the occupants. A Russian vehicle hidden among trees is discovered and eliminated by drone strike. Russian infantry hiding in a forested area on the southern front are located and neutralized. A fleeing Russian vehicle driving between residential blocks is struck mid-movement. 2 Russian soldiers on a motorcycle try to escape across wheat fields, but are intercepted by the skilled drone operators of the SIGM unit. A Russian soldier attempts to shoot down a drone but fails, and the drone finds its mark. An FPV drone strikes a Russian-held building. Occupants inside are neutralized swiftly. Even after damaging a drone with gunfire, a Russian soldier is still caught in the delayed explosion, leading to heavy consequences. Abandoned civilian homes used by Russian troops as cover are identified and struck by drones, denying further use. A drone discovers an entry point into a concealed Russian drone team position. It enters and completes the mission from within. A Russian soldier tries to flee from an approaching FPV drone, but trips and falls, becoming an easy target. A Russian truck loses control and crashes into trees after a drone strike, resulting in critical damage and the likely loss of the driver. Drone operators from the Ronin unit spot a civilian-looking vehicle leaving the battle zone. But on inspection, it's enemy transport and is neutralized. A Russian Kamaz truck hidden under camouflage is spotted and destroyed after quick identification. A nighttime operation. Russian forces attempt to flee under moonlight, but are tracked and neutralized by FPV drones. A stash of enemy supplies is located and destroyed, adding pressure on Russian logistics. Abandoned vehicles left on the road, after failed daytime assaults, are struck during night operations. A camouflaged Russian artillery system is discovered and eliminated with a single FPV drone strike. A hidden Russian machine gun position in the tree line is taken out with a drone carrying an RPG-based charge. Leftover Russian vehicles abandoned after failed attacks are systematically destroyed to prevent reuse. A piece of Russian signal equipment installed on a telecoms tower to boost drone connectivity is accurately identified and destroyed. Another K2 unit lands a hit on the cargo bed of a Russian vehicle, delivering heavy damage.
A Ukrainian FPV drone detects a Russian vehicle transporting troops across open terrain. As the drone begins its approach, the soldiers react quickly, jumping out of the vehicle and running in different directions to avoid detection. The drone then switches focus to a quad bike that had been left behind during a failed assault on Ukrainian positions. A precise hit disables the quad bike completely. Moments later, flames appear from the point of impact, finishing the destruction of the vehicle and making recovery impossible. Two soldiers are seen sprinting away after hearing the incoming drone. In an unusual turn, one manages to bring the drone down by throwing an object at it, a rare instance of stopping an FPV drone without gunfire. Soon after, several soldiers are spotted lying low in tall grass, hoping to stay out of sight. Two drones are dispatched and successfully strike the position, leaving no active movement in the area. Another soldier, hiding just a short distance away, is located by a reconnaissance drone scanning the field. An FPV drone is sent in moments later to complete the strike. Further along the front, two soldiers riding on a quad bike are detected. Drones provided by a volunteer foundation intercept and disable the vehicle before it can escape. In another scene, a drone purchased through community donations begins pursuing a Russian quad bike. The driver accelerates to full speed, trying to get away, but loses control and crashes into a tree. The surviving rider attempts to fight back against the drone, but it successfully completes the mission. Movement is again spotted in tall grass on one of the eastern sectors. The operators mark the location, and a drone is sent in for a precise strike that leaves no chance of further movement. Elsewhere, another soldier tries to crawl unnoticed through grass near a narrow trench. A drone is launched, quickly locates the target, and delivers an accurate hit. Under a nearby tree, suspicious activity is observed. The drone approaches, identifies a lone soldier waiting in cover, and strikes directly. Another person hiding close by is also discovered in the process. Four soldiers attempt to move through dense vegetation, staying low in hopes of avoiding detection. One is hit and desperately tries to defend himself using a stick. His comrades attempt to pull him away, but the group is soon stopped completely. The previously damaged position is revisited to confirm no remaining threat. A follow-up strike ensures the location is fully neutralized. Two injured soldiers attempting to apply tourniquets are detected by the drone camera. One is struck first, while the other remains in place and is hit shortly afterward. In another episode, a drone remains still in tall grass, waiting for a vehicle to approach. As soon as it appears, the drone accelerates, intercepts it head-on, and completes the strike. Between two trees, a small makeshift camp is discovered. A drone is sent to disable both the position and the supply stored there. Flying directly over a field rather than following the road, a Ukrainian drone moves faster toward a Russian quad bike. It reaches the target before it can escape and strikes successfully. Another FPV drone catches up with a Russian UAZ Bukhanka traveling on a supply route. The vehicle loses control after the hit, crashes into trees nearby, and bursts into flames shortly after. A soldier tries to hide behind a single tree, circling it in hopes of avoiding detection. Despite attempts to shoot back, the drone locks on and completes the mission. From an ambush position, a drone strikes a Russian Kamaz truck head-on. Immediately after, another strike destroys a light buggy parked nearby and used for transportation. A Russian sedan equipped with an electronic jamming system tries to block the drone's signal. But the drone hits the jammer directly, disabling both the car and its defense system. Nighttime footage shows a quad bike carrying two passengers moving along a forest path. The rear rider hears the drone and turns to look, but the hit comes instantly, leaving no time to react. Another vehicle speeds past a waiting drone. Realizing they are being followed, the crew stops abruptly and abandons it. The vehicle's strong build requires several drones to finish the job, but once the fuel tank is hit, it ignites and burns out completely. A soldier attempting to remain hidden in tall grass is detected by the drone's camera. The attempt to stay out of sight proves unsuccessful. A Russian camp located in a pine forest is struck. Personal supplies, equipment, and stored food are all destroyed in the process. Another vehicle is hit, catches fire, and is fully consumed by the flames. A quad bike carrying tools and fuel containers is targeted. As the drone approaches, the rider attempts to shoot it down but misses, leaving the bike exposed. A Russian truck carrying valuable equipment toward the front line is spotted and struck. The impact starts a fire that destroys the entire load. The final footage shows Russian soldiers filming their vehicle after it was hit. The target is confirmed fully disabled, marking the end of the operation. A Ukrainian drone strikes a Russian Grad MLRS. The vehicle, fully loaded with ammunition for a planned attack on Ukrainian positions, is completely disabled. This precise operation prevented a major threat, showcasing the importance of preemptive drone use in modern warfare. Ukrainian forces, in coordination with Signum and Monomach units, intercept a Russian truck convoy moving toward the Eastern Front. Quick detection and response allowed Ukrainian drones to strike the lead vehicle first. This disrupted the entire convoy and forced the rest into disarray. Despite evasive maneuvers, several vehicles were neutralized in rapid succession. The strike demonstrates how technology can break enemy logistics in real time. Inside an occupied building, Russian infantry were located. A Ukrainian drone entered one of the rooms and directly engaged the group. An FPV drone spots a Russian motorcyclist attempting to move quickly across open terrain. The drone adjusts its speed and trajectory, catching up to the target and disabling it in motion. A light Russian vehicle transporting personal effects is engaged. A head-on engagement between a Ukrainian drone and a Russian KAMAZ truck is followed by multiple follow-ups. Each of these vehicles was carrying equipment or supplies vital to enemy frontline efforts. Another KAMAZ truck is struck, adding to the growing number of enemy losses in transport capability. A Russian infantryman attempts to resist a drone attack by throwing objects and trying to escape. The drone adapts mid-flight and neutralizes the target. A second drone ensures the job is finished. It's another reminder: drones don't just strike, they outmaneuver. A concealed anti-tank system positioned along a road is discovered and quickly engaged. Drones equipped with drop mechanisms are playing an increasingly important role. They allow operators to deliver targeted strikes while keeping the drone itself reusable. This method is cost-effective. An FPV drone is flown directly into a fortified shelter, destroying equipment and rendering the location unusable. On the Eastern Front, grenade drops remain one of the most effective tools in stopping waves of enemy infantry. Russia continues to send large numbers of troops to this direction, but consistent drone pressure is slowing their momentum. A group of Russian trucks and foot soldiers is spotted moving in coordination. The lead vehicle is engaged, followed by scattered infantry attempts to retreat. The abandoned vehicles are later hit, causing secondary fires that destroy the remaining supplies.
An enemy vehicle carrying ammunition is targeted during transit. A Bukanka van transporting troops is observed at a distance. The drone intercepts and neutralizes it before reaching its destination. A car equipped with anti-drone netting is still successfully hit. The system fails to stop the drone, highlighting ongoing weaknesses in Russian countermeasures. During a regular patrol, an unidentified vehicle is detected. After confirmation of hostile origin, a drone is launched and disables it immediately. A vehicle left behind after a failed assault attempt is struck and permanently disabled. A drone flies straight into a moving target at high speed, stopping it instantly. Another vehicle on the Eastern Front is hit during active movement. A fast-moving car is spotted. A soldier tries to dodge the drone by jumping aside, but the drone strikes the vehicle and causes it to catch fire. During the post-strike observation, 2 more vehicles are spotted and engaged. A vehicle carrying maintenance equipment is chased and engaged. The entire tool set used for vehicle repairs is destroyed, limiting enemy recovery capacity. At night, enemy armored vehicles attempt to move undetected. Several parked Russian vehicles are spotted. Upon hearing the drone, the operators flee, but the vehicles themselves are engaged and disabled with precision. A Bukanka van carrying gear is struck directly in the rear. The loss of supplies slows operational capacity. The Dovebush Hornets unit continues to target enemy logistics on the front line. Eliminating these vehicles weakens resupply capabilities across sectors. In many cases, Russian troops abandon their vehicles at the first sound of propellers, leaving behind transport that becomes easy prey for Ukrainian drone operators. Hidden communication antennas, carefully placed among trees, are located and destroyed. These systems are key to battlefield coordination, and their loss causes chaos in enemy ranks. In a final clip, a Ukrainian drone successfully navigates into a brick structure used as a hideout, targeting the enemy directly at their point of shelter. The precision of this strike shows how advanced drone missions have become, and allows for continued operations without delay. Due to the scale of Russian mobilization, Ukrainian forces must apply flexible and scalable tactics. Drop drones allow for fast deployment, lower cost, and a degree of stealth. Though some challenges with accuracy remain, their benefits outweigh the risks. A drone is sent into a dugout where a Russian soldier was taking cover. After confirmation, the drone is launched and the position is rendered inoperable. Movement is detected near a railway line. A quick and accurate strike neutralizes an enemy soldier, once again proving that speed is often the decisive factor in modern engagements. Another enemy target is engaged and neutralized using a drop drone. The Eastern Front remains highly active, requiring constant aerial surveillance. Drop drones continue to be deployed in wooded areas, targeting enemy infantry with increasing efficiency.
A Russian serviceman was observed taking a brief rest on the open ground, unaware that he was already in the sights of a Ukrainian FPV drone team. From the air, operators patiently tracked his position, waiting for the right moment. The drone descended rapidly, delivering a precise strike. The blast left the target incapacitated, and follow-up observation confirmed that he would no longer pose a threat to Ukrainian forces operating in the area. Another enemy fighter was located, seemingly disoriented and unsure of his surroundings. At first, he wandered aimlessly, then stopped and attempted to make a phone call, likely trying to coordinate with his unit. In that moment, the operators released the drone on its attack run. The target noticed the approaching threat and clasped his hands together in what appeared to be a desperate gesture. But this did not alter the outcome. The first impact caused heavy injury, and a second well-placed strike ensured the mission was completed. In a separate engagement, Ukrainian forces detected a Russian soldier in full combat gear moving through an open area. A drone carrying a small but powerful explosive was deployed. Flying low to avoid detection, it reached the target and released its payload with pinpoint accuracy, eliminating the threat instantly. Among tall, wind-blown grass, operators spotted an enemy fighter crawling in an attempt to stay hidden. On the outskirts of a settlement, a Russian Bukhanka van was located, parked close to a building. Such vehicles are often used to transport troops to forward positions. A reconnaissance sweep of a forest belt revealed an abandoned Russian civilian vehicle. Hidden deeper among the trees, a large Russian fuel tanker was spotted. Its destruction would disrupt resupply efforts. The operators lined up their approach and delivered a direct hit, setting the vehicle ablaze. The Dovebush Hornets drones intercepted a Russian military vehicle traveling along a roadway. The strike was executed flawlessly, stopping the vehicle in its tracks. At the top of a tall tree, a Russian communications antenna was spotted. Destroying such equipment disrupts coordination between enemy units. A single explosive-laden drone eliminated it in seconds. Along a known logistics route, an abandoned Russian quad bike was found. In a rare moment of arrogance, an enemy fighter openly gestured toward the approaching drone, attempting to mock its operators. This overconfidence proved fatal. After 2 attempts, the FPV drone found its mark. In one unusual pursuit, operators chased a slow-moving Russian soldier across open terrain. Multiple attack runs were attempted. In a surprising turn, the soldier grabbed the incoming drone with his hands, attempting to carry it away. However, he inadvertently triggered its detonation, causing a blast at point-blank range. This serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of tampering with armed drones. Surveillance drones recorded Russian forces constructing a makeshift wooden shelter for an artillery system used to bombard Ukrainian positions. The first drone strike severely damaged the emplacement. A follow-up hit completely destroyed both the shelter and the weapon. A direct encounter unfolded between a Ukrainian FPV drone and a Russian Kamaz truck carrying troops to the front. The impact caused severe damage to the vehicle and its occupants, halting its mission. Operators targeted a Russian vehicle equipped with anti-drone netting. Despite the added protection, the strike successfully penetrated the defenses, disabling the vehicle.
On a retreat route from the combat zone, a Russian civilian-type vehicle in military use was identified and struck. A Russian Bukhanka van abandoned along a road in the eastern sector was destroyed to prevent it from being reclaimed. A Russian vehicle seized by Russians and repurposed for transporting ammunition and personnel were detected and destroyed. In a trench network, 2 Russian fighters were spotted moving. As the drone closed in, they attempted to flee. Both were eliminated in a single, precise strike, with the entire operation captured by reconnaissance footage from the Dovebush Hornets. An enemy soldier camouflaged to blend with the grass was discovered crawling forward. Once identified, a drone strike was executed, ending the threat immediately. The Phoenix Brigade pursued a Russian Kamaz truck attempting to retreat under pressure. Despite evasive maneuvers, the vehicle was struck, set ablaze, and destroyed. A piece of Russian equipment fitted with anti-drone netting was targeted. The strike bypassed the protection and rendered it useless. 2 Russian fighters riding a motorcycle in an escape attempt were intercepted and eliminated by an FPV drone strike. On a key logistics route, abandoned Russian military equipment was located and destroyed by operators from the Phoenix Brigade, ensuring it could never return to the battlefield.
Enemy movement was spotted using a reconnaissance drone. Operators monitored the area closely, marking each figure as they moved along the route. Once coordinates were passed to FPV pilots, the strike teams acted without delay, engaging hostile infantry one by one. An abandoned infantry fighting vehicle was located on the roadside. Its open hatch made it an easy target. The first strike tore into its vulnerable interior, while a follow-up hit ensured it could never be repaired or reused. 2 enemy IFVs were observed moving between residential areas on the Eastern Front. Without hesitation, a strike drone was dispatched. The first impact immobilized one vehicle, forcing it to a halt. Seconds later, a second hit struck a critical weak point, finishing it completely. As the dust settled, operators noted how multiple strikes in the right spot can neutralize even heavily armored targets. A lone hostile was seen traveling along a narrow road. On spotting the drone, he quickly moved to take cover behind a tree. The operators adjusted the camera, keeping him in frame until the moment of impact. Almost immediately, another enemy figure appeared within range, and the team shifted focus to the new threat. In this kind of operation, momentum is key. Each target must be engaged quickly before they can disappear from view. A coordinated dual drone strike eliminated an enemy fighter who had tried to hide among trees and bushes. At first, he broke branches to obscure the drone's view, then made a dash for safety. The first FPV made contact mid-run, while a second drone already circling nearby delivered the final strike. Such teamwork between drone operators ensures that even mobile targets cannot evade pursuit for long. On one of the roads along the Eastern Front, a civilian-style enemy vehicle met a Ukrainian FPV head-on. Dovebush Hornets pursued a light buggy-type vehicle carrying enemy troops between positions.
A precise strike disabled it completely. Minutes later, another vehicle arrived to check on the first. It too was hit before it could leave. In total, 2 vehicles and 4 enemy personnel were taken out. The sequence demonstrates how rapid target switching can multiply the impact of a single operation. Enemy infantry were detected moving between residential blocks in a Donbass village. The strike was swift, preventing them from regrouping or advancing further. An abandoned enemy vehicle, left after a failed assault, was destroyed to prevent recovery. The Dove Bush Hornets returned to finish off damaged infantry fighting vehicles used in earlier assaults. After targeted strikes, all were confirmed beyond repair. Clearing such equipment also opens safer passage for friendly units operating nearby. An enemy communications antenna mounted high in a tree was taken out with a precise hit. 2 camouflage tanks were found in a forested area, hiding under netting. The first was struck twice. The second hit ignited a fire that completed its destruction. The second required 3 drones, 2 to weaken its armor, and the final strike to finish it. Recon footage confirmed both tanks as completely inoperable. Eliminating such heavy armor shifts the balance on the ground, giving Ukrainian forces more freedom of maneuver. A stationary Bukhanka-type van was located and destroyed. Even unused, such vehicles can be repurposed for troop movement or supply runs. A moving enemy troop carrier was intercepted. Hearing the approach of the drone, several occupants jumped from the vehicle, but the strike still disabled it completely. An enemy vehicle traveling along a logistics route was hit during transit. Interrupting supply lines like this delays the delivery of critical materials and slows operational tempo. Another vehicle involved in personnel rotation was targeted and stopped entirely. Drone footage showed it stationary after the strike, confirming the success of the engagement and halting that rotation cycle. Across the open fields, an enemy Kamaz truck was spotted by the Ronin Brigade. A single well-placed strike was enough to remove it from service. Large transports like these are vital to enemy logistics, so every destroyed truck further weakens their reach. Nighttime hunting concluded with the destruction of another Kamaz truck abandoned at the roadside. Even in darkness, thermal optics ensured the target could not hide. 2 enemy fighters were spotted moving across the fields on foot. Despite attempts to fend off the approaching drone with improvised means, the strike landed cleanly. Open terrain offered no protection, and the mission was swiftly completed. An enemy combatant hiding among beams inside a destroyed trench was precisely targeted. Careful maneuvering of the drone ensured no unnecessary damage to surrounding structures. A head-on meeting between a Ukrainian FPV and an enemy truck driver ended with both removed from the road. An initial strike hit an enemy trench, after which survivors fled into nearby woods. Operators deployed multiple drones to track and finish each remaining target, ensuring the area was fully cleared. A quad bike with its headlights left on was spotted at night and taken out by the Sharp Caps Brigade. Its lights served as a clear signal, making detection easy even in low visibility. A pursuit of an enemy vehicle ended successfully with a precise strike. During a night patrol, an enemy vehicle concealed between trees was detected and destroyed. The combination of aerial surveillance and thermal optics makes hiding in wooded areas increasingly difficult for enemy forces. A parked KAMAZ truck with clear recognition markings was spotted and struck. Disabling such assets reduces both mobility and supply capacity. A camouflaged artillery system was found under foliage. Operators targeted and destroyed its barrel, rendering the system unusable and halting further fire from that position. Tracks leading into woodland revealed an armored vehicle hidden within. A direct hit destroyed it instantly, preventing any withdrawal or counterattack. A Bukhorka van concealed behind branches was discovered and destroyed. Moments later, another enemy vehicle was spotted near their own positions and taken out as well, marking the end of this series of successful drone operations.